Good afternoon. Antonio Valles, speaking coach. Today is our 48th day of the 77 days live streaming challenge. And today we're going to cover the S and the T of the parts formula. We are in on the second tool, the contents tool. Remember that we covered the structure and now we're covering the content, and then uh, tomorrow we'll start covering the delivery. These are the tools that will allow us to connect effectively with the audience. Talking yesterday on the parts formula, we talked about the phrase and how important it is that we have a foundational phrase that encompasses the purpose or the message of the story or the content. And we talk about also the anecdote, story, and storytelling. Instead of that, it could be an acronym also. We talked about stories before, and we said that they are a powerful tool because they anchor the message onto the content, and also they anchor the message in the minds of the audience. Then we talked about reflection, the R, which is a reflection. And here we ask questions and we let the audience reflect on that. We pause and then we continue. So finally, we are now with the S and with the T and the S. And the T is for technique. And this goes beyond a call to action. It's an activity or an exercise. It I call it homework because this is after we give a speech, we want the audience to go back to it and remember. This is just something that allows them to really anchor the speech in their mind and be able to recall it and remember what we said. That is why the exercise or activity is so important. One of the things that I do so often is that I give them a homework. I ask them to write a speech using these techniques and then to get back to me. One of the things that we could also ask, and as a matter of fact, this is what I want to ask you to see if you're paying attention and how well you remember this. So send me an email to Antonio Speaks to Antonio at antoniospeaks.com. Antonio at antoniospeaks.com. Send me a message telling me how well you remember this parts formula. Just tell me the different elements and what they mean. Finally, we have then the S, and the S is for sale. We've been talking about how a public speaker is also a salesperson. All sales, uh, uh, all public speakers sell. And that is precisely what the S stands for, sales. And remember three things for the sale. We sell results. That's what we sell. If we look for the results, that's what we sell. Every public speaking sale, and it must be you focus. One way to remember it is to use that template that we used before, which was the then, now, and how. And there we're talking about results. So use that template, and that will allow you to be able to use the S of the parts formula. And this is part of the content. I hope this is clear for you and everything is set and in place. Please send me an email with that question that I ask you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow, stay safe and stay proactive.